Hello world, I'm Nick Proud, and today I'm going to talk about string interpolation in C#. This is by no means a video telling you that string interpolation is the most performant way of putting strings together. Obviously there's a whole other conversation around string builder, which is the best way to do concatenation of strings, and we'll probably do another video on that. This is simply a demonstration of how you can quickly and easily insert variables into passages of text as strings in C#, as an alternative to things like string.format or conventional concatenation. So we've got a console application. It's got some text, which is just some sample text that I've taken from a text generator, talking about the scientific descriptions of particular flowers, and we're just writing that out to the console. Now, the situation is, the use case would be that if you, say, wanted to insert certain variables into this text, how would you do it? Well, the first thing we're going to do is I'm just going to run this application so you can see what I mean. So here you go, this is just the output, and it's just the text that is within the string. And you can see here we're referring to different flowers. And when we talk about sunflowers and daisies here, we're going to replace these with variables. So how do we do that? And is there a best way of doing that? Well, I can't say there's a best way, but I can tell you a simple way, which is string interpolation. So let's first look at the very, very basic way that this could be done, and the way that is less desirable, I think. So say we were going to put these two flower types into variables. I'll do that first. So I'll say var first flower type equals some flowers. Well, in fact, let's change the flowers. That's probably better. So we'll say lilies, and then we'll say var second flower type equals roses. Okay, so we've got two flower types which are now contained within variables, and we want to replace sunflowers and daisies with these two variables. So without string interpolation, the basic way would be this sort of clunky concatenation way, which would be where you put your variable into the text surrounded by pluses, the plus operator, in order to concatenate that text, which is, fine. It doesn't read as well, I don't think, and there are some performance issues with this, as there are with heavy concatenations of strings. But again, I'm not going to go into the performance side of it. But this is just an example of the way we don't really want to do it. So we have to kind of close the string off, reopen it, and then put our variable in between. So yeah, so this is very basic, and I would try to avoid this if possible. So we've just inserted our different flower types, so now if we run the console, we should see lilies and roses. So there is our output. So we've successfully replaced those words with variables. But there's a better way of doing this, and that is string interpolation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prefix this string with a $sign. And the $sign, this concept of string interpolation was introduced in C# in C# 6, so it's quite an old feature now, but I think it's one that I still don't see enough of in a lot of existing code. So what we would do is we would take out all these pluses, these horrible pluses, and instead, where we want to use a variable, we simply put a set of curly braces, and then we can, inside that, insert our variable. So first flower type, and that just goes in line within the string wherever you wanted it to go. So I'll just surround this with curly braces, there we go, and I can put my period afterwards. And so that is now a valid string using interpolation. And so I'll just run that again so you can see it. There you go. And you can see we've got the same result, lilies and roses. So instead of using the concatenation operators, we've used string interpolation to simply insert our variables in line. And I actually think this reads better as well. Again, I'm not too sure on the performance benefits of this compared to string.format, and I believe that the string interpolation is actually using string.format under the hood. So it is kind of the same thing. It's just, I think it's just much more readable. So it's just a quick tip on how you can very easily insert variables into your strings. But take this with a pinch of salt, obviously, in terms of this example, because you can see here this is using concatenation in order to have things on multiple lines. But as a demonstration of string interpolation, I think it's fine. So yeah, just a quick tip. And let me know in the comments, is this something you typically use, or are you using your old faithful string.format, or is there a different way that you're doing it? And then if you do want to have a conversation around the performance benefits, enlighten me. That's probably something that we should talk about. But until next time, keep coding.